Welcome to Easy Autos with Jacob Honeymiller. On this podcast, I'll be showing you anything and everything you need to know about working on cars. Welcome to this week's podcast. I'm Jacob Honeymiller. Today, I'm going to go over how to check the fluids. Let's go ahead and get started. I forgot to go over tools. You won't need any. All you need is a rag, an old t-shirt, old pair of underwear. Don't matter. If your Jeep's like mine, you may need a pair of vice grips to either clamp onto these things, because mine are shot, or just a stick to put up here. If you're working on a car, sometimes they have the little things that sit right here and latch underneath your hood. And that's about it for that too. So we're going to start with the easy ones first. This is your antifreeze. Mine has a small leak, so mine's actually kind of low. This is where you'd want to add some. There's a little thing that says fill or full right up under here. You can see where the level's at right down there. You want it to be right under the F or right at the top of the F. And that's about it for that. Your brake fluid right over here. You want to try and open this the least amount of times as possible. If you can see, if it's at this line, it's full and you don't need to add any. If it is, you'll need to add some. And this is your windshield wiper fluid right here. You usually just want to fill this. There's no real line. It can hold any. Okay, now for the kind of dirty one. Your oil dipstick is right here. The vehicle doesn't have to be running or anything. You're just going to pull that out and do the same thing you did with the power steering. So again, I'm going to switch camera angles, show you how to do that. Okay, so I'm going to pull the dipstick. I know you can't see, but here's the dipstick. You're just going to go ahead and wipe it off, just like you did for the power steering fluid, and then shove it back in. Count to 10, something like that. Just leave it in for a good amount. It helps if the vehicle is warm, but it doesn't have to be. So you see mine. I actually need to add some. You see where the fluid stops and then starts again. It's actually on the add. You want it to be right in here where it says safe. Over that is kind of dangerous. You want it to either be at this top line or right somewhere in the middle right here. If I had the oil on me, I would actually add about a quart to it, because I'm actually a tad bit low. So I'll probably do that tonight. I'm just going to describe to you how to do the transmission fluid. You'd start the engine, let the engine get warm, then you'd want to pull the dipstick and just do the same process as you did with the oil, and it should have the same add and everything else. I'll talk about the color that the oil and the transmission fluid should be here in a minute. So I know I said this video is going to be all about fluids, but I'm actually going to show you what a dirty air filter looks like. It's good to have a clean air filter because you can get better gas mileage, better flow to the engine, everything else. Just take this off. There's 4 little clips, one here, one in the back, one right over here, and one right over here. You're just going to take it and flick them all up like that so it's released, and then just kind of move it back. So I'll go ahead and repeat that over here. Apparently my clip over here has disappeared. Awesome. So we'll move over here. Maybe it only has 2 clips. No, there's one in the back too. Alright, so I'll remove this and show you what a dirty old air filter looks like. I think I sprayed this off with the hose. Sometimes if it's not super dirty, you can spray it with the hose and get it to come clean. And that's what a dirty air filter looks like. Now, if this was brand new, it'd be all white and pretty looking. But this actually was better than the last time I cleaned it. So we'll go ahead and stick this back in. Okay, so when you check your fluids, you usually want the antifreeze to be either the type of green or maybe it's red that you put in your vehicle. Oil, you're going to want it to look, usually when you first put it in, it's clear. But if it looks real black, that's really bad and you want to change it. If it's kind of a barely reddish brown, you should be good. A light brown is okay. It's usually the same for the transmission fluid. You just want it a lighter shade of brown or clear. And that's about it for the fluids. I'll see you next week. We'll be showing you how to winterize vehicles. Thanks for watching.